I want to watch TV here. Oh my God, babe, this is our master bedroom. This is where we're gonna sleep. This is where we're gonna make meals. We want them to start envisioning living there. So I've generated over 500,000 in revenue, staged over 77 homes last year. And the ROI is over 40 points.
So you stock all of your own furniture?
Yes, I have 30 sets of furniture now. A business can truly consume you. My business model is ran from a computer now and a phone.
How much do you think it raises the average sales price?
I mean, it can create also bidding wars.
All right, welcome back to The Formula. I'm Peter Roth, and I get founders who build big things to expose their little secrets. So grab a pen. My guest today is Alexa Centeno, the woman turning empty living rooms into six-figure price bumps. She went from running a home tech company to founding Vela House, a luxury staging brand she's now scaling into a national franchise. No interior design background, she came in from finance and tech and saw a gap nobody else was filling. Today, I'm going to get all the juicy details behind her success. So welcome to the show, Alexa.
Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you for having me. Glad to
Great
be
to
here.
have you here. Yeah, for sure. So it's 4 o'clock where you are. What are you up to?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's right. My podcast instructions do say, grab a cigar, grab a whiskey, whatever you want to do. We're here to have fun. This is great. I'm so glad you're here today. So, Alexa, I just want to jump into it. So, I know you studied at Northeastern. You did kind of their co-op model. I don't really know about that, but it's like no jobs, not theory. How did that wire you differently than founders who learn kind of like from traditional business textbooks? Tell me about their co-op model.
Yeah, so I actually went to school at night with them. I had two small kids, very small, and I worked a full-time accounting job, and I took nighttime classes. So I actually got the both experience of working full-time and going to Northeastern at night for about 4 years, and then for my undergrad, and then 2 years for my master's.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so what makes it different? What's the whole thing about co-op model? What's that about?
So with the co-op model, you get the work experience and the education component combined.
I
Um,
see.
yeah.
It's very cool. Awesome. So I know you have an interesting story, and it was like an emotional event that made you become an entrepreneur. So tell me about that.
Sure. I'm originally from Ukraine. I came here when I was 10. Moved here very young with my family. Lived in
Okay.
Florida up until I was about 16. Um, that's where I met my husband, and then we moved to Boston right after. Um, I've spent the majority of my time living in Boston. We raised our family. I went to school here, and we created a really cool business. Um, Home automation, low voltage, motorized shades, audio video. So we work on smart homes.
Gotcha.
And I've been doing that for the past 17 years. And I wore all the hats in the company. And at some point, I became a secretary. And I'm like, I don't know, there has to be more to life. I just can't be a secretary that answers phones anymore. There's more to my entrepreneurship knowledge. So I had this great idea, crazy idea. My husband followed, sold our house, beautiful house, and sold everything, and we moved to Florida. And in Florida, in Boca Raton, Florida, um, I'm looking at my kids. My husband's doing back and forth traveling because we have the business in Boston, and he's doing back and forth, back and forth. And one day he leaves for about a week, and I'm looking at the kids, I'm looking at myself, and I'm like, oh, who am I? What am I doing? And I'm like, okay, well, I I have to make money here. I have to do something. So I'm like, okay, what am I good at? I was like, well, I've been in real estate for the past 17 years. I don't want to derail. I don't want to go become an accountant again. No way. I'm not sitting behind a desk. What can I do that's within my field that I already know, like handling builders, handling designers, and homeowners. Um, but then what am I? Who am I? And I'm like, well, I remember I staged my house so good in Boston that the lady wanted to buy all my shoes and all my furniture. And
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
bingo, I think that's a sign. Um, and then I'm like, okay. And then there was an opportunity at that moment in front of me. There was a builder staging a house, $10 million house. He goes, what do I need to do? I was like, you have to stage it to sell it. And then I was like, bingo. So there's just a lot of signs that kind of hit that week. and I started staging that week in Florida, and I haven't stopped since.
Okay, so that's so funny. You tell this story about a realtor that said, "I don't care what brand the couch is. I just want the house to look beautiful. Make it look beautiful." So, what clicked in your brain when he said that?
Um, it clicked to me that they're looking for they're looking to sell their home quicker, right? They don't care how it's
Hmm.
done. But at the same time, my standards are make it beautiful and make it quick. But at the same time, it hit me that it could be a system. It could be more than just my creative love for a business. Something in me clicked where it was like, there's more to it than just being my own two hands and creativity.
Yeah. So, talk to realtors out there who are stubborn and don't want to stage a house because they don't want to spend the money on it. Talk some sense into them right now and say, "Here's why you should be staging your house. Here's the proof."
Yeah. So I mean, I have so many success stories. Our our motto is to emotionally connect the buyer to the house immediately, right? Our job is to, as soon as that buyer walks in, to emotionally fall in love and say, "Oh my gosh, I want to watch TV here. Oh my God, babe, that's is our master bedroom. This is where we're gonna sleep. This is where we're gonna make meals." We want them to start envisioning living there. So that's our strategy behind staging. Staging helps homes sell quicker, faster, move things along. It helps them raise their average sales price. It also
How
I
much?
would
How much do you think it raises the average sales price? I'm sure there's statistics out there. Do you know?
There is statistics. I mean, it can create also bidding wars, right? Like so,
Mm,
it's 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 all like an emotional buy. It also depends on the region because a furnished house in certain regions, like a lake house or a beach house, is worth so much more than an empty house because
sure.
people don't have to like purchase one thing at a time. But there is statistics out there. I think last time I was reading 10 to 25%, and 10 to 20% is kind of like the range. I would say,
That's huge. That's a
yeah,
monster difference.
yeah. I
And so
mean,
why are people so what makes people afraid to stage a house? Is it just the cost? Is it they're worried they're not going to get their investment back? And is it always the homeowner that has to foot the bill? Or does sometimes the realtor split the bill with the homeowner?
good question. I have one the other day. It was a $10 million house. It was an owner occupied house. So I came in, I worked with a mixture of what the client has. I brought in a couple of new things. The ticket price on that was wild, and it sold in 24 hours.
Wow. What was the I'm curious, what did it cost to stage that house?
It was 26,000.
And what do you think it added? What do you think? I mean, obviously you'll never really know, right? But what do you think?
Well, they got the asking price,
And in
and it
24 hours.
sold immediately. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
everybody it was a win-win.
Do some
For
people actually want to buy the furniture when it's been staged that way?
It happens a lot in places where it's like a secondary home.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go ahead and when they're on vacation purchase one thing at a time. They just want to go in and
Yeah,
stuff.
of course.
So I could see that happening. Happens in like in cities a lot, like Boston, Miami, like satellite cities where there's
Hmm.
an elevator access also. Like nobody
Hmm.
wants to like, deliver furniture. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Um, so that happens there often. It depends. If it's beautifully staged, it will also sell. The furniture can also sell. It depends. Yeah, it
So
happens.
how big did you build the company before you decided that franchising was the way to go?
Good question. So I've proven the model in Boca Raton. In Boca Raton, my bank account was so happy every month. It was amazing, right? And I flew back to Boston. In Boston, just I've been operating the business in a different market. So Boston now 2 years. I've generated over 500,000 in revenue.
Mm,
I staged over 77 homes last year,
wow.
and the ROI is over 40 points.
So, and what is a typical, like, what does your profit margin look like? Like gross profit margin. So, if you make $100,000 one month, what does a typical profit margin on that look like?
So think of it in total for the year. So over 40%, because
It's great.
the only thing really we have is a warehouse, the expenses with that, and movers, professional movers.
So you stock all of your own furniture? You warehouse all your own furniture?
Yes, I have 30 sets of furniture now, all paid off. I owe $0
Nice.
to no manufacturer. Yeah, it's great. And now it's just asset that keeps on producing.
Yeah, of course. So how long did you own the business before you decided that franchising was the direction you wanted to go?
A year and a half in Florida and 2 years here. So three and a half
Three
years.
and a half years.
Yeah.
And then so what made you realize that this business could be franchised?
All right. Once I've developed systems and once that realtor told me, like they don't like my realtors are like they already love me, right? Once the relationship is built, I realized that this business is once the relationship is built and you provide a great service to your client, you're theirs. They're gonna use you forever, right? So I mean, so I realized that this is a scalable model that I could teach entrepreneurs that I wasn't even an interior designer. I could teach my guys now are making beds and um styling coffee tables and decorating, and I'm doing it from my phone. And I I realized that it's a model that could be scaled. It just takes an entrepreneur who wants to make money and um, somebody who's passionate about growing their business.
And you've said that service businesses you think are the kind of the best types of business models to franchise as opposed to like a product-based business. Why do you think that? And what do you think that business owners should look for in their own company if they're considering franchising?
Yeah, so I like this business or service business models because, first of all, and most importantly, AI will never be able to touch two hands delivering furniture. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a must. Everything else around it, like we're incorporating AI, but the actual physical move of bringing furniture in, that will never go away. Um,
Mhm.
well, hold on, there's robots coming in.
Yeah,
We'll
the robots could move the furniture in, but that's about it.
yeah,
Which is
yeah,
a
yeah.
good thing. That's good for everybody. That just means it makes it more cost effective. That's a good thing for you too.
Absolutely. I'm already looking into that. So it's pretty exciting. But a service model is great because it's relationship driven. And what I love about it is that remember I have another business with my husband and now it complements each other. So I have a business where once I go into a house, I develop a relationship with a builder, with the homeowner. After that, they're moving in and I give that client to my husband as a referral now or a realtor. And it's just
Nice.
creates lead gen for my husband's business and for our family it's an additional revenue stream, a big one.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right, speak to business owners who are considering franchising their own model. What are the mistakes that you yourself made franchising that you think other business owners could learn from?
If they're looking into franchising,
Yeah,
yeah,
whether it's franchising out their own business or becoming a franchisee of another one.
good one. Okay, I would say concentrate on having really great systems in place. Having
Hmm.
systems like going through it, creating a proven model, right? Because when you have franchisees, they want to make sure they're going to be supported. They're not um, they don't want to do it alone.
Hmm.
Most importantly, and so you have to have really great systems. So if you're thinking of franchising, create absolutely such strong training materials and support systems because the whole thing with franchising and is when you come in as a franchisee you're buying speed, you're not buying anything else but speed. What took me 17 years to figure out with all my businesses and like the reason why I was so successful with my home staging is because I have 17 years worth of experience from my other one. But somebody coming in could start takes all that knowledge and starts within 30 days, right? And following the same steps. So those steps are important. So once those steps are created, those are the systems. Um, that's what creates speed and creates a healthy system.
Love it. Okay, this one's a little spicy, but you said that the goal is to become unnecessary. That if your business can't run without you, all you've done is built yourself a job. So walk me through the moment that you realized that you were the bottleneck and what you actually changed about yourself.
All right. Um, I in 2 years, I realized my my clients don't, like, I don't wanna say don't care, but they really need just my staging, right? Like, they love me. The relationship is there. And I realized that my business model is ran from a computer now and a phone. And I love that because I feel like a business can truly consume you. I'll talk to you about my husband's business. My husband's business has over 12 employees, and he's telling me these stories and employee stories and vendor stories and all these stories and challenges and wins and all this. It's great, right? But at the same time, what I love about my model is that furniture doesn't talk. Once you put it in place, it sits there for 2 to 3 months, and you move on and you build you work on your business versus in your business, you know. There's no people to manage except professional movers, and once you train those, they become like irreplaceable asset to you. So I really, and that's putting systems in place. And I feel like I've done that for myself, so that's why I've started franchising. I wanted to help other entrepreneurs create additional revenue streams without being inside the business and figuring out all of that by themselves.
So how many franchisees do you have now?
So we've had our first discovery day last week. We had a
Hmm.
Sarasota, Florida franchise flew in, and we are working with her right now to finalize. And we're this is going to be our first one. We have over 500 right now in the process, and we have a lot of interest right now. Candidates going through the process from Florida, Texas, and we have someone from Colorado that we're talking to as well.
Nice. So walk me through your franchise model. So as if I'm maybe a potential owner, business owner, and I want to look into your business, what are the things that I wish I should know?
So you want me to elevator pitch you on your own podcast?
Yes.
All right. Well, first of all, it's furniture model, right? We work with realtors, we work with builders, we elevate homes so they can sell quicker, sell faster. So I when a franchisee comes on board, I would work directly with you. I would We would set up your warehouse, everything you need in a warehouse. We would set up all the furniture pieces for you, so you take the guesswork out of anything furniture related. That way you can just go in the warehouse, tag what you need, and you have beautiful pieces circulating. The model works like this: the furniture gets staged in a home, the home sells, you come and you just stage the home, the furniture goes back to your warehouse. So we work with builders, we work with spec builders, we work with realtors. So you have to be creative, right? To a point, you are styling people's homes. Um, and also there's also a business aspect of it. I work with you directly, and we tap into over 40 ways of different revenue streams available with plugging furniture and like
Mm.
convention centers, recurring revenue, installations, Airbnbs,
Oh,
events.
that's
We
cool.
there's so many opportunities in this business. So I work directly with the owners on that aspect. And after that, it's setting up your systems, your warehouse, your team, telling you what rooms you need to be in. I wasted a lot of time before being in the wrong places at wrong time all week long, and you waste hours in being in the wrong places. I plug you into lead gen, I plug you into all the networking rooms that you need to be in, and we start building your business together.
I love it. And so, what kind of like what kind of future financial projections would a franchisee potentially look at? Like, how much money is there to be made in a typical size market? I'm in Denver, so like, what kind of money could there be made in Denver?
Sure. So everybody has a different projection of how much they want to make. Some people want to stage one home a month. Some people are like serial entrepreneurs. Alexa, I want to do what you do. And then I have others, they're like, Alexa, I don't even want to do what you do. I want to even do more than that. Because to me, I come home at about 2 o'clock, and that's my revenue level. That's over 500,000. But someone might have in the first year, you know, anywhere from 100 to 250. we've been seeing performance. People are filling out that they're looking to make 250. Your first year is the year where you scale your furniture sets. So you go from 0 to 10 to 15 to 20. So I scaled to 30 in 2 years. So um and then after that, on my third year now, I'm over 500. But if you add another territory, you can double that. If you're
Mm,
in a prime market like Texas or Florida, are you kidding me? Like their goal might be to triple that. So my goal is
mm-hmm.
to work with them and to get them like get them to their performa numbers, and make sure they're meeting their goals and they're doing all the right steps to reach those goals.
That's fascinating. What percentage of your clients are, or what percentage of of your ideal prospect is a builder versus a realtor?
Okay, good question. Actually, I was looking at that the other day because I'm like, I want to send out a gift to all my clients. And I went into my CRM and I only had 25 clients. I'm like, oh my God, this is like, I was surprised by the amount of clients I'm servicing, 25. So out of those 25, I would say um, mostly are realtors. So I would say 70%, 60% realtors, 40% builders.
Fascinating. Okay. Okay, interesting. So let's talk about your business. So, like, what do you think are the biggest challenges that you're experiencing in your business in 2026? What, if you could snap a finger, what are the things you would fix?
Um, okay. So I think it has to be AI. I can't wrap my head around it right now, right? It's new to me. Because I have leads right now coming in from so many different sources. My leads are coming in from Instagram, my leads are coming in from my email, my leads are coming in from my text, they're coming in from a software that I implemented, they're coming in from Facebook. Leads are coming in, and I just want one centralized way to have all those leads come in. So that's my one challenge, but I am talking to a lot of people who specialize in AI and
Mm-hmm.
working through that right now.
Well, I don't even necessarily think that that's an AI thing. I think that's a CRM thing, right? I think you just need a central home for all of your leads to funnel into. Then AI plays a role for sure, but I'm
Yeah,
not sure what you're describing as an AI thing. I think what you're describing is a CRM thing. I
yeah.
think
So
your leads are just too all over the place and they're not coming in. Like for example, like I'm not pitching you on a CRM because I don't do that sort of a thing, but like I use high level, right? A lot of people use high level, very common CRM, very inexpensive, very powerful, does great stuff. And like with high level, you can connect it to Facebook, you can connect it to Instagram, you can not connect it to LinkedIn, but you connect it to the other ones. And then with AI, you can connect to just about everything. But so that way, like when a lead comes in on Instagram, right? Like for example, like are you using ManyChat? Have you heard of ManyChat?
no.
Okay, so like ManyChat is like you probably see it all the time on Instagram. It's where people will put a post up and they'll say comment the word blah for a thing, and I'll send it to you, right? Whether it's a lead magnet or a blueprint or whatever, right? Comment the word blah blah blah, and I'll send you something. That's ManyChat. So ManyChat creates that automation where you can say comment the word staging, and I'll send you my quick start guide on how to like on the basics of how why staging is so good for your company, or on how staging can increase your revenue by 25% as a realtor in 2026, or on how staging can increase your revenue by 10% as a builder in 2026, right? Comment the word staging and I'll send you my PDF that I only send to my top clients. You know,
Mhm.
so there's your lead magnet that you can send to everyone and it's totally automated. Like, you just put it as soon as someone types in the word staging in a comment, ManyChat or High Level will see that and then automatically sends them your PDF or whatever, right? Your lead, and with a lead form attached to it as well. So, because then they have to fill it out. Like, cool, download my PDF here. Just give me your first name, last name, and email, and it sits on the other side. And then they fill it out. Boom. Now you got their lead information, and that connects to High Level. Now you've created a lead inside of High Level, and now it starts nurturing them. It starts sending them, hi, I'm Alexa. Here's my company. Book an appointment with me here if you'd like to learn more about how staging can benefit your business.
I love that. I'm gonna
And
look
all
at.
that is totally that can totally be automated. Like in High Level, that's like it's like $97 a month.
Okay, I'm gonna look into it. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
love.
high level can literally do all that for you. And then you can create custom forms, so like the same form that you put on your website is the same form that goes into your lead magnet, is the same form that you link to people. If someone says, "Hey, I want to learn more about your business," you can show them a QR code and they, scan the QR code and it takes them to that same lead magnet. Download my quick 2026 guide on how you can increase your revenue as a realtor by 25% by staging homes
Wow,
with
very
all
cool.
with all the secrets that no one's telling you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that. Thanks.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean, so I think you're describing a CRM problem.
I'm gonna
Okay.
write that. Yes, I love
What
that. Thank you.
what about leads? What about leads? So like, are you getting all the leads that you could ever imagine, or is that something you could use more of?
Leads? I just got 17 jobs in the pipeline. How much more do you want me to do?
It's triple that. Add a zero to the end of
I
it.
love it. I love that.
17 becomes 170.
Well, that's why I started franchising. I,
Yeah.
I want to teach everyone um, what I did and even do more for them, right? Like that's my
Yeah.
goal. Like my purpose has changed from doing it for me to now seeing somebody else, open an opportunity for somebody else who wants to make more money or who wanted to open a home staging business and never knew how.
Yeah.
I
So how
want
many
to.
franchisees how many franchisees do you want to have in the next year?
So my goal is to have six this year, my six founding ones, and I'm gonna work directly with them. Those are the ones that are gonna have my phone 24/7, access to me
Mm-hmm.
24/7. Goal for next year. So that's for this year. Next year we're looking at 35, and
Great.
then after that we're our goal is to double every year.
Love it. Okay, let's switch gears and let's talk about the name of this podcast is called The Formula, and it's where I interview founders and talk about their formulas for success, whether it's their favorite lead source, their favorite software, their favorite coach, all that kind of stuff, right? The actual names. Like I want the names. So let's switch gears and talk about that. So, first question. Name the one software tool that if it disappeared tomorrow would cripple your business.
But there's an alternative to that one. But just mention it anyway.
Sure.
QuickBooks.
QuickBooks. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. What's the best source of leads that people are sleeping on?
Direct messaging.
Direct messaging. Interesting. Like what? How so? Like SMS or on Instagram or LinkedIn or all of the above?
Well, how lucky we are now to have social media.
Mm-hmm.
N- our clients are right there using social media every day. We have access to all of them. And so direct messaging them, meaning reach out to them, comment on their things, be
Mm-hmm.
involved. Like in my field, go to their brokers open, say hello, have them meet you, right? Let them know who you are. And then after that, build a relationship with them. So like direct messaging them and like, hey, love your work. Hey, be curious about like what they're doing, what works for them. So
Love it.
that one.
Okay. One marketing platform or marketing agency that has given you the highest ROI.
All right. With um with my local home staging business, it's my local SEO company. They're
Cool.
called
Who's that? You like
Boston.
them?
I love them. They're called
Name.
Boston Web Marketing.
Love it.
They're amazing. They give
Cool.
me
So shout out to Boston Web Marketing if you're in the area,
yes,
and I'm sure they probably deal with people all over the country anyway, so it's probably not
yeah.
just
And
local.
then with my on my franchising side, it's Top Fire Media.
Top five media.
Top Fire Media, and
Top
they're the
fire media.
Top Fire. Yep, and they're the ones who actually worked on Massage Envy, Auntie Anne's. They worked on. They have a really big brand of portfolio of
Oh,
clients,
cool.
so they're doing a great job for me on the franchising side.
Love it. Have you ever had a mentor or coach that actually made a big difference in your life?
I have one. He's making a big difference in my life. Brian
Who's that?
Moses.
Say it again.
Brian Moses.
Brian Moses. Okay. Where is Brian based out of?
Brian is out of New Hampshire, and he specializes in realtors. I think I'm his first staging client, but he specializes in helping realtors go from where they are to like crazy levels.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. Name us. And by the way, if none of these apply to you, you can just say skip. I should have
Okay.
said that in the beginning. Okay. A specific book, podcast, or YouTuber that changed how you think about money and success.
Um, I don't. I read books very little, but I can't pinpoint to a book, so I'm gonna skip.
No problem. Okay. All right. Everybody always wants to be in the right rooms to level up. So, what networking groups or masterminds do you belong to?
My recent one that I love very much is the Founders Club. Shout
Yeah.
out Founders Club.
Yeah. 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 We're
um,
both in that. It's great.
yeah, yes, we are. And I'm part of a few local ones, not too many. What did you say? Networking or what else?
No, networking or masterminds.
Masterminds. Yeah, that's my main one.
Okay. And what's your best business advice that you'd give to your younger self?
Best business advice. Um, I wish I knew they like. I'm in my late 30s now, but I wish I knew what I know now back when I was in my 20s. I would have had so many more years to create a bigger impact.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely. We all would have. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's switch to the fun section. This is called the lightning round. Okay. Quick
Okay.
questions, quick answers, and you can say skip. All right. What's your most embarrassing business failure that you can laugh about now?
Okay. Um, okay, I have a good one. Um, the first house that I ever wanted to stage, the $10 million home, he I didn't have him sign a contract. It was just a verbal agreement.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought all the furniture, and the next week I was ready to stage. I loaded everything up, and he said, "Hey, you don't have enough experience to stage a $10 million house, so I can't give you the project." So I would never now, I would never load. I wouldn't even now design without a contract, without
Yeah.
a payment up front. So to me, it's a lesson learned. A little embarrassing, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. What is your favorite guilty pleasure that would surprise your friends and family?
Guilty pleasure. Um, I love wine at night.
Okay.
Is that a guilty pleasure? I don't think
Yeah.
we should be guilty for that. It's a pleasure, but actually,
Yeah.
it's a pleasure, but I don't feel guilty about it.
Good for you. Okay. What's the dumbest thing you ever spent money on?
Dumbest thing I spend money on. Oh my gosh, these are good. Um, I have a lot of shoes, but I don't think it's dumb.
Okay.
Uh, I have I love shoes and purses. Um, that's kind of like where I spend.
I must be a girl because I love shoes and luggage.
And luggages too.
It's the same shit, right? It's just a
Yeah,
man's purse, it's the same
yeah,
thing.
that's cool.
Yeah. I have an obscene amount of shoes. I don't know why. I don't even wear most of them, but I do love shoes and luggage. I got luggage out the wazoo. Okay. All
Well,
right.
hold on, real
What
quick. What if I went
uh,
into your closet right now and I
uh-huh.
said, get rid of like 10 pairs of shoes? Would you be able to?
Oh, I know. I would punch you. Yeah, we'd get into a fight.
I love
Okay.
it.
What's the ugliest piece of furniture you ever had to stage a home with and still make it look good?
Oh, good one. Um, it was a client's home, and they had this white couch that I had to. It was a mix of my furniture and their. They were completely against me bringing in a new furniture. They wanted to use theirs, and they have dogs, and it was ripped and it was dirty. So what I had to do, I put a throw over it, and it just looked brand new. For staging purposes, it worked.
There you go. You did it. Okay, last question. Let's make this a good one. Go out on a bang. All right,
Okay.
if you had to stage a home using only one item from a gas station, what's it going to be?
You asking like really, really good questions. Hey, from a gas station, do I have to choose one?
Mhm,
It's a must.
mhm.
Can you give me another store? Can you take me to another store?
Fine, the dollar store.
Okay, fine. I'll take the dollar store.
Okay.
Well, actually, then I could have gotten it at the gas station. Uh,
Uh-huh.
it would be maybe something for the bathroom, like a sponge. Not even a sponge. I don't stage a sponge. I don't know. This is really hard. Um, wow. Okay, I'll go to the dollar store and I'll choose like a little plant for the bathroom.
Yeah, dollar stores have like towels and bathroom accessories. Yeah,
I
there's
don't.
always stuff there you could get away
Yeah,
with.
yeah. I like that
But
alternative.
gas station, even I was like struggling. Even I'm thinking as you're struggling, I'm struggling. God, what would I pick if I was at a gas station? I would have to go with like I'd go with like, I don't it this is a terrible answer. Well, no, most gas I don't know, do gas stations have wine where you live?
That's true. We could do wine for like a
Wine, yeah, just wine bottles, right? Because a nice little collection of wine, maybe a little rack of 6 wine bottles or something like that.
look. There's a stager in you. You're thinking. You see?
Yeah.
You see?
I told you it's the weird thing with the shoes and the luggage. Don't tell my wife. It's weird, yeah.
I love it.
All right. Alexa, this has been fantastic. It's been great having you on the show today. Is there any how do people find you online? What's your website?
Yeah. So my website is Vela House Franchise, VELLAHAUS franchise.com. I'm also on social media platforms, Alexa Centeno HQ and Vela House Franchise.
Awesome.
Yes.
Alexa, this has been fantastic having you on. Thank you so much for being a guest today.
Thank you for having me. Good
All
to
right,
see
guys, we'll see you on the next one.
you. All right.